Welcome to the island hopping scenario for City Skylines natural disasters. If you watched the last part, you would have seen me laying out the foundation for this area. This is the final area to expand and grow into. And what I've done is, as you can see, I've now let the game run on and play through. So we're a little bit forward, and if you look down the bottom now, we're now counting down towards the end. So this is probably going to be the last part. You can see here we've nearly reached the total of 250. And basically what I did was I laid out lots of roads, and then I just let the city grow out to it covered this area. And what's actually happening now, if I click here, the education's kicking in. So the city's kind of in stasis at the moment and growing. And I thought, well, I was just going to let it grow. I mean, a lot of the growth was done with me doing nothing, exactly what I'm doing now. I'm just letting the city grow, expand into this area. And if I say, even if I come here, click on, if I come and click in areas here, you will find there are buildings which are still leveling up, if I can find one. So I think this is the other area that was built up here. I think there's still... Oh, this is big. You never know, you might not get there. Anyway, so I thought what I'll do is I'll just let the city go. We'll just have a look round and appreciate the city. The traffic's flowing quite nicely. I did have a pretty horrendous traffic jam down here at one point. And what I actually had to do is put this extra link in here, because what was happening is all the traffic was coming down here and piling up and then blocking off the flow. And it was blocking off all my garbage trucks. And I also put another little road here, mainly to give the garbage trucks in this area access to this part of the city. But you can see here the city's really grown up, and it's quite surprising actually. I mean, the scenario is for, I come out and show you from a top view, guys, for all 9 tiles. And you can see here, I mean, yes, we didn't develop Poop Island area that much, but and there's still a little bit of space there, but it's going to be a tight fit for all the people here. They also put in this port here, and what this is actually doing is, I don't know if this ship here, oh, that was coming from Rock Valley, but yeah, you can see this one here, it's transporting goods from this port to this port. So if we kind of follow that across, and this is a kind of in-game mechanic that doesn't show up very much. Oh no, it's transporting up to this one, where goods are moved between ports and not external contacts, so you can actually do this. Now, I don't know if any of you are aware, but Colossal Games have announced the next update, which will be transport related, and I hope they actually provide local ferries and routes and things like that as well. You can see here, there's you got transport ships here moving in here. See, this one's moving from cargo hub, so that one's moving goods from that transport hub to this transport hub. And that's probably because goods are coming in here by train, because there's obviously, you can see here, there's not that much in the way of transport here. So it goes to show you can use ports to move goods around your city, even like that. I mean, on one day I might even do a city like a Venice type city with lots of islands, but not trying to build it to 250,000. And seeing that aircraft there reminded me, we got the old international airport here, which is going very, very well. It's not that the busiest of airports, I must admit, but I think because it's tucked in the corner of the city, I think it's working very, very well. Anyway, let's just see. So there we are, we're now coming in, we just passed 250,000, that's perfect timing. And there we are, scenario 1. You have done it, the archipelago is yours. Congratulations on standing tall amongst all the tsunamis. So we've now finished the 5th and final challenge there. We've got a bit of trash collection that needs doing there, so maybe I'll put another there. But what I do want to do before I finish this, because this will probably be quite a short video, is I should now have unlocked or unlocked access to the Doomsday Vault. So what I want to do is actually have a look at that, because I've never seen it. We've got to build a disaster memorial. So let's, because there's also one of here that is, that's not a disaster memorial. That's the disaster memorial. We'll probably build it out here. It's got a bit of noise to it, but I think if we kind of drop it in there, yeah. This is one of the unlocks you get for surviving your first disaster, if I remember correctly. It's one of the easiest unlocks that came out with this one, Helicopter Park. And again, I think Helicopter Park is, this is quite a cool looking little park actually. If you actually pick them out here, kind of got a pigeon holding a helicopter blade in here. So it's quite a nice little park here. And that could just sit in here, see what the next one is. The Pyramid of Safety. And let's go find it. I know what it looks like. There we are. This is quite a big, but I think we could probably get that in there. This is kind of like a modern version. It looks a bit like the glass pyramid that's out front of the Louvre in France, without the kind of ceremonial walk up to it. It's a nice little feature. It's worth kind of building and putting it in. Maybe I should have put them in earlier. And the next one is the Sphinx of Scenarios, and that's up here. And where can we put this? Where can we put the Sphinx of Scenarios? I think this is the one you get for unlocking one of the specific scenarios. Oh well, got quite an amusing face there, and it's almost like implies there's an entrance there going in. And what else have we got now? Have we got there yet? Oh, this is the one I wanted to see. This is the one, next one here, the park, Rainbow Park, Sparkly Unicorn. The Sparkly Unicorn is the one that's unlocked by winning this scenario. Maybe we'll put that there. Oh, that's nice. And I say, this is the unlock you get for winning this island hopping scenario, which effectively blocks the Doomsday Vault. So you've got to win this scenario to unlock the Doomsday Vault. But I think that's quite a nice little park actually. It's sparkly, a bit expensive to maintain, but we got plenty of cash. Oh, we're running out of cash, but that's not important. And of course then that means that we actually get the Doomsday Vault. And I've never like the sparkly one, I've never seen this before. Is it actually a vault? It's like almost like a underground silo type cinema thing. Oh, oh, that's quite neat, nice. Ah, that's neat. Very, very neat. Nice detail in there. I don't know if it actually, no, it does that. So there's a huge underground vault that helps shelters to be have more capacity and bigger supplies. Well, I'm not sure what the real benefit of that is, unless of course it solves some of the problems getting food into some of these areas here. I like that. And so that's the scenario complete, guys. Now I've got one test left to do now, and I'm going to drop a save, so I'll see you in a minute. Right guys, I've dropped a save, and I think I've got enough time to do this, so we've only been running for about 10 minutes, because I want the ultimate test of this city. And so I know some of you guys are going to cringe at this, but I've got to find out. And what we're going to do is we're going to put that up to 10, and we're going to hit the city from two sides with a level 10 tsunami, because I want to see how well my defences would go. Wait for the cooldown to run. I know this is nasty. You can put it there actually, and just there. Come on, come on. I think we'll run this at high speed because it takes a little while for the tsunamis to come in. In fact, I might cut the video Right guys, you can just see the tsunami coming in now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for it to get past this island, and then I will issue the evacuation order. Or shall I issue the evacuation order? Well, am I going to be cruel? I think it would probably kill the game if I tried to evacuate the whole city with 250,000. I don't think I will, to be honest. And I think what we will do is, let's just see, there's the tsunami there. You can see it's just starting to break over there. I think once it hits this one here, what I will do is evacuate Crater Island here. I think I did put some shelters in, didn't I? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, we got 3 here. I don't know if that counts as an evacuation. Right, here comes the inn. So let's just issue the evacuation order for this area. And can we find another one? I've got another one here, but I don't think you've got any food. You don't have much food, but I think you will. Multiple problems. Right, thank you. So you can't actually evacuate. So the tsunami's coming in. It's going to take a little while, so I'll see you in a minute, guys. You can see the game, how much the game slowed down, even just evacuating this area. That kind of shows if I tried to evacuate the whole city, my machine would probably die completely. And I don't have enough shelters here, and it's too late to put any out. You can see this is maximum speed. So I'm afraid to build cities this big and run scenarios, you need a pretty powerful machine. I'm running this on a pretty powerful machine. It's got 16 gig of RAM. It's got an i7 3.8 gigahertz processor. Oh, so we've been hit from this side. This one got in faster. So they're both going to hit at the same time. In fact, this one's hitting first. Great, that sneaked up on me and it's too late now. Speed up, guys. And as expected, this is going to wash over this part of the city. I want to see how far that wave is going to come in. This one hasn't struck yet, so we'll just keep an eye on this one. Go cinematic. Ow. Bear in mind, these are level 10 tsunamis. Pouring in over the city. High as the buildings. Very optimistic helicopter pilot there, trying to land in the middle of the water. And on this side of the city, it's just about to strike Crater Island. Striking in here. As I say, what I'm really interested in to see how far these waves actually penetrate. This side of the city, yeah, well, this is taking a major bashing, but you can see the water's now breaching over into this area. You see all the traffic being washed away here, all these poor little trucks as the wave. Aha! Right, here it comes. This one's breaking in. I think it might have slowed down again, so let's flip out a bit. Oh no, it's still running. Maybe the cinematic's slowing it down. I think there's so much happening. The game is really struggling now to reproduce what's going on. So you can see here, this is holding up. This side is held up very, very well actually. This water's plonked in here. Obviously it's devastating this side of the city. You can see it's been completely smashed. Over here, this is actually coming in this area. I think we could do okay here, guys. And the water's quite literally pouring in over the good old international airport. It'll probably destroy it. This side's doing okay. This side, yeah, I think the defences are working. Obviously this area's been totally devastated. But this side, the water's dropped in here. The force of the tsunami's broken. Maybe if it came in this angle, it'd do a little bit more damage. But it proves these have worked, and this is coming in this side. I think the effect is going to be slightly more dramatic on this side. This is now completely washing over this part of the city. How are we doing here? Is this holding? Oh, it's overtopping here now. We'll see if the water actually gets in as far as this core area. And obviously, it's destroying my ports here. I mean, it'd be a tall order, but I've got 8 million credits, which I will probably need to rebuild the city. So that's overtop this area. It's pouring in here into this area here. This part of the city, as expected, poor old Crater Island has been totally devastated, although it's not as flattened as I thought it would be when you compare it to this side of the city. I mean, this side of the city, it's been completely flattened. How are we doing here? Oh, this has worked. That's actually held. The water's dropping into this area here. It's overtopping here a little bit. But this, yeah, so it's overtopped this side of the city, which could be an issue. Well, would have been an issue. So that's kind of punched through here. So it looks like this part of the city is going to get a bashing, but this part's all protected. This has worked really, really well. I'm very, very happy with that. This is obviously going to run through here, but that water here should then, oops, speed it back up again, guys. And this water should drain across here into this area. So none of the water's got into there. I'll say that it's a bit more damage here now. The water's got into the bottom part of the city, so obviously the commercial side has survived. Oh, the poor old international airport's been destroyed, and of course the metro system's here. See if this wave actually crests over the top of here. Should really switch this on, I suppose. So you can start pumping the water out as it drains. So this is broken. Got water draining into this area, which means this has worked. We've got a bit of a wave running up this side of the map here. I don't know how much damage it's going to do to this part of the city. But this side's dry, which is what the original defences on this side were meant to do. This side was never meant to stay dry. And we're still running at 200,006. We lost 50,000 people. This area's been flattened, which is to be expected. I mean, there was no defences for this area. And I think that's broken the real force of here. I mean, we've now got an inland sea. So we'd have to have more pumps here that will pump this area out. But this area is pretty dry. So that's what we could do here is, I don't know if I could get another. Cannot build on water, cannot build on water. Get another disaster response helicopter in there. This one says it's operating normally. But this side's worked out very well. A lot of water in here. It's actually crossed there. As water got into this area, and it's still spreading, but it only got in this far. Obviously there's flooding here, which is to be expected because this area is completely open and exposed. But the core of the city survived, which is what I really wanted, because if the tsunami had come in from there, then this part of the city would have survived a lot better. You see here the water's now draining down into this area here. I'm really happy with that actually, guys, in my own way. Obviously this area's been totally devastated. That actually survived. I think you guys can get released now. Obviously, it goes without saying that this would be a very, very big job to rebuild this city back up again. It would cost a very, very large sum of money and a lot of time to do it, just to get people back in again. And kind of, you need to get the incineration plants back online. And road maintenance depot, well, what we got here, pumping stations, we certainly would need the pumping station back online. Medical clinic, just get the land prices back up again. Firehouse, let's get everything's built back up again. Good thing about tsunamis is they don't destroy the roads. I mean, a lot of that loss of the population was due to the fact that I didn't evacuate the city. Maybe if I'd evacuated the city it would have survived better. Still a lot of water in this area draining off. But our helicopters are out, helping people survive. Still a lot of water in this area. We probably would need to put in another pump here. Just to try and pump that area out, because of course this would be the persistent one here. It would take a long time to pump that water out. This area is still underwater. You can see the water still sloshing around here. Still breaking through here. So it's kind of pushed right into the core of this part of the city. Anyway guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. It was a sign of, in a city that's devastated and in very much need of repair. You can see the water's still sloshing around here, but this area is nice and dry now. It just needs to be rebuilt. Kind of the city's been kind of very, very devastated, but it would survive. It would rebuild. Here it's, you can see here again, port survived, and of course here you'd have to call this Puddle Island now, because effectively this side of the city is completely crippled and it's going to take a long time to pump this water out, which would be an issue. So we'd have to put a whole bank of pumps here to quite literally drain this lake. This looks quite neat actually, doesn't it? These buildings resolutely standing, although you can see them going to abandoned state. And there's a world's most optimistic helicopter hanging around. I thought he was going to land this, and he's going to land underwater. I don't think that's going to do you much good, guys. But this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the series. What I will say is that I'm going to take a break from Cities Skylines for a few weeks because I want to do more scenarios, but I'm going to look on the Steam Workshop to see if there's any scenarios that kind of attract my attention. If you know of any scenarios that you think might prove an interesting challenge you want me to do, feel free to add it to the comments of this video and I will have a look at it and see. Because, as I say, I do want to have more scenarios, but if I don't do another one, what I will guarantee is that when Colossal Order drops the new DLC, I will definitely be buying it, because the transport model really interests me. I've watched the trailer, and the idea of kind of airships and mass transport and ferries and I think, I can't remember what the other one is it ski lifts, or I can't remember, the cable cars, that's the word I'm looking for. The idea of building a city with that, it really interests me, and I will be doing that, and hopefully they will have some nice scenarios. One thing I will be looking at is maybe doing a scenario on a winter map, because I've never really done a proper series on the winter map, because I've never found a winter map that I've liked. Maybe I will do a short series on a winter map and actually remedy that situation. But this is where I'm going to leave it, guys, in my slightly devastated city that would recover, but I probably won't do it, because it would be, well, I certainly wouldn't do it as a video series, because it's quite a tedious process rebuilding the city. So this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the series. Hope you enjoy the channel, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.